Mystineers and Mysterians. This is the illumANark, and we are talking about the power of overcome. I am the illumANark, Michael Conway. And here we are playing No Man's Sky. Yes, and as you can see, I am digging up resources. Mining. Got to keep on mining. Keep on mining, right. Anyway, so we are talking about the power of overcome. This is part two of the Power of Overcome series of Let's Plays. Now, here's the thing, like this game, and we're going to see kind of express today a little bit of my inner CDO. You know, that's OCD for people who need to have the letters in the right uh, order. Order. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. Order. Order the court. Now I realize is I got this all this video running at 1.5 times speed, and the reason I have it running at 1.5 times speed is because a lot of people are not going to want to tolerate sitting through watching me just mine. But it's funny. It shows my inner OCD, like the need it, and like see here at that point is probably I had fallen asleep, for a second or two, and that is a pity because that happens way too often. But now we've come upon a copper deposit, and since I always need chromatic metal, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna mine it all up, and not only gonna mine it all up, I'm gonna mine it all up. Because I'm usually, as you can see, I tend to follow certain patterns for a while to try to maximize getting like every little amount out of the molehill of copper. But that is a perfect expression of my OCD in play. And it's funny, it's like my OCD doesn't allow me to finish games. It's very unusual for me to actually finish a game, and especially nowadays, trying to be a gamer and play on YouTube, and wanting to do Twitch and all this other fun stuff. When you can't broadcast, you can't broadcast. Simple as that. And I can't broadcast any longer. But what I can do. What can you do? Well, what I can do is, move myself towards, at least enjoying the games that I do get. But like I recently picked up a different game, Elite Dangerous, has a very different vibe, very different feel. Community is incredible, but I don't have enough footage to put together video. And I think it would end up going up on the Explorers News Network anyway, which is another channel I have. But this is a game of it holds my fascination because it's got crafting, it's got a lot of grindy, rinse repeat kind of exercise to it. And consistency. It's power consistency. It's something that my brother is very much into. And I can see, because now he's got a successful and growing business, even amidst this COVID-19 garbage, and that is COVID-19. Okay, yeah, it exists, and it's going to happen, and it's going to kill people, and the fact is we can't stay closed forever. Nobody can stay closed forever. Because, something, if people aren't employed, who's going to get you your Starbucks if there are no baristas? Who's going to get you your, McCafe coffee if there's nobody to work McDonald's. And we definitely don't have the technology to let the robots take over and do the actual physical work. So it's not like we can lay back and say, oh, well, let the robot slaves do it and we'll reap the benefits. We don't have that benefit. Not that I think it's right, but heck, I mean, just if we had at least that, we could rest on our laurels a little bit. Because robots don't get sick, but they don't get tired either. So, as I'm sitting here fighting to complete clearing out this copper band, or this copper vein, the basic run of it is that we can't keep this world closed and just hope for the best. We have to get back to normal life, or at least a life resembling normal. So it's a there's a lot going on. A lot going on in the world. And we have to find a path for ourselves to overcome these difficulties. Now, some of it's going to be that a lot of our economy is going to go electronic, which a lot of people have been pushing for a long time. There's going to be a lot more like buying stuff on eBay or Amazon than ever before. People are going to have gotten used to doing that, not going out to restaurants and whatnot. So all of it's going to become it's going to be very difficult to make a new restaurant. So that being said, it's then I realized I walked across another copper vein. So the trick of what we have to do is we have to install our own stubbornness to make sure that we push forward in the right direction, and we do. We do what we need to survive, as long as it doesn't harm another person, right? And those who choose to harm others, well, they're just asshats anyway. But with that being said, I am completely embracing the fact that I never realized that being a gamer and living in my brother's basement was going to become a survival skill. I went to survival school and learned all these survival skills, and then the greatest survival skill I can have is isolating myself playing video games all day. Oh, well, that is the run and the rub, isn't it? So, yeah, as I charge up this weapon again and I start going at it, and I realize that I normally will completely clear a vein before I walk away from it, but I was probably 6 or 7 hours into playing that day, and the day that this was recorded, and I was probably a little on the exhausted side, because I normally have only 1 or 2 good hours a day, which is why I have to record on one day and edit it up and prep it and whatnot, either the next day or the day after. I can't record and produce a video like that in the same day, because it's just it's too much work for a man who's got only trying to operate on 1/3 of his heart. I exert myself physically at all, and I become exhausted quickly. So, sitting in a chair is at least not that exhaustive, but staying awake is. So which is part of the narcolepsy, part of the just in general difficulties. But it's like if I digest food, guaranteed to go sleepy night. So I eat only basically one time a day, maybe two. But that's what I have to do because my abdomen won't let me do anything else. Sorry, I need a drink there. So, that being said, this being done, where do we go from here? Well, I would love to see you join our the Reddit community, fans o illumANarchy, or you can catch me on the social media that's tagged down below. You can also send me an email. I would love to hear from you. I'd love to know more. If you want to give input on my videos, feel free. I would love to get input, both direct and indirect, whether that be directly in the video, on the video itself, or in a way of mail or whatnot. Text. Email. Look at this. I can't even keep. Now, you have to understand, when I'm talking about overcome, I'm coming at it from the point of a man who has survived 7 strokes, 5 heart attacks, 5 heart surgeries, 2 of them open heart. Being shot 3 times, stabbed 3 times, hit by more than 26 cars, 3 pickup trucks, 2 delivery vans, and a bus. With all that, I'm still alive, so I understand and overcome like few do and how to be ornery about it. So, peace!